on this side of the paper today, of the page. And yeah, I think I need to add some lights. Let's put on more lights. I forgot to put them all on. I usually have all the lights on when I'm working on this because I need to see this. And it's really difficult to see without light. So yeah, that's why I put all of them on. Let's see if this is coming off. No, it is not. Okay, good. We're gonna just start on the top again, just like we did on the left side. Like this is now all dry and beautiful, and yeah, the yellow has covered quite well, and the hair as well. So I don't want to do another coat, but if you want to, you can always do a third coat as well. But I'm not feeling it. So we're gonna just start in the background, which is the B, which is the 796, which is a Guangna marker, a dark green. And I'm gonna zoom you in and we're just gonna start. I got myself a cup of tea, but it's still hot, so I hope it will cool down in a minute so we can do some coloring and drinking tea. And then after like half an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, I want to have my dinner again, just like last time. I should shake this. And then I hope to do a little bit more after dinner as well, just like last time. So we will see. So there we go. It's a lot of green in the background. So I think it might go pretty fast. I saw there was a video posted by Sarah Renee Clark, and she posted about acrylic markers. Like I knew she has been testing out all brands of acrylic paint pens and markers. And yeah, she has done her comparison now, and she finally made the video, which wasn't as helpful as I hoped it would be. Apparently, I have to go dig through her website in order to find what I actually wanted to know. But she has been digging through a lot of brands of Amazon and Flycy, and they all look the same. Like the ones that look like this, I think they're all from the same manufacturer, and they work the same as well. Because I've had not just the Guangna, I also had other brands, and they look the exact same. They work the exact same. So I guess it's just the same factory, but I was hoping she would actually say so in a video. And I also think that she was focusing more on stuff that might not be as useful. Like I think it was more directed to what she uses it for, which is like she uses, for instance, alcohol marker and then acrylic on top. And I think most people who use acrylic paint pens do actually some type of color by number. And she didn't even test it in any color by number. She just tested it on white paper and black paper. If most people use it for stuff like this, it might be handy to also show some of that, for say maybe the top 10 or something, like pick 3, or like there were 3 different categories according to her for like types of marker. And one of them is like the pump marker. One type is the free ink flow, which is this one. It's basically this system. And the cotton based ones, like with the cotton core basically, which are more water based and less opaque than this, for instance. So those are the 3 types that she actually reviewed, which makes sense because those are the 3 big ones. And she was surprised by how well the free ink ones worked. But still, I found that she didn't include certain details. Like, I don't care if it works on rocks. Like, that's not what my intention is for this. It's coloring books. And yes, she did name coloring books, like a little bit. But I think she focused more on, like, mixed media stuff instead of, like, this kind of coloring. At the same time, I think color by number is way bigger right now in the coloring community. That's why all those brands probably keep pumping out markers. I think she's not really aware of that. She literally just took the more like scientific approach. Not really scientific, but like streamlining it more, like for like opacity, ease of use, how opaque they are, which all is important. But at the same time, I don't care if they don't work on rocks. I'm not rock painting, am I? And I think most people who are painting on rocks, they already know that the main street brands like Posca, Tule Art, those kind of things have hard nips. So they work great on on rocks, because rocks will destroy your nib if it's a soft nib. So I think most people who do that kind of painting already know where to get their stuff. Like, it's more important for us consumers to know which stuff is useful for paper. And I don't think she really took that into too much consideration. For her, it was more about the stats. I think for us users, the price is really important, the ease of use, and if it's suitable for the kind of painting you want to do with it. The fact that she went through all this testing is already a lot, but I don't really care about the testing that she did. I'm sorry, but I don't. Like, I really only care about if it works for what I want to use it for, and how much does it cost? How long does it last me? Does it work nice and easy? That's all I want to know, basically. I don't want to know anything else. She at least tried to make it useful, but was disappointing. Wildflower 4 for number D. So that's this one. Yeah. I bought my mixer finally. I have been meaning to buy a vortex mixer. It basically is like this round object, and if you push, like you press like with something on it, it starts moving the liquid inside whatever you have on it, and then it mixes it for you, so you don't have to do the stupid shaking yourself. So I finally bought one, but it's not here yet, as you can see, but I can't wait for it to show up. Because shaking Touillard pens is like a nightmare by itself. I rather use the guangna than the Touillard for that reason alone. The shaking part with the rollerball that gets stuck and the nibs that get clogged. I rather have the guangna. Like, it's like a factor of all three, you know, the price, the ease of use. What are you gonna do with it? Is it good enough? Like, is there enough choice in color range? All of that is important. Like, yes, they said it's open stock for Touillard, but at the same time it really isn't, because it isn't affordable. Like, the moment you want a refill for any of the colors, you have to buy them in a pack of 3 or 4 even, and they're like at least double the price, if not 3 double. Like, that is not open stock in my opinion. If it is open stock, it should have the same price or almost the same price as when you just buy a set. That is number C, so let's have a look for that one. That's 795. But yeah, in that regard, they are shit with the price point, but like, they did replace my order when it got here all smashed up. So in that regard, I have to give them credit that they did handle that with care. I bought the same set 3 times and I returned it once. So in total, I had the same set 4 times. And in every one of those sets, the same colors were splitting and being watery and running out of their pens. So that means the formula is unstable, no matter what you do with it. So in my opinion, if that happens, if they're not stable, take them out. Like, you want it to be quality, like, there will be plenty left over, I think, even if you take those out. And that's also why I wanted to move away from Touillard. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at with the whole acrylic marker situation. Moved away from Touillard, trying to just go for the Guangna, Lenguo, like those kind of brands. So yeah, I remember myself saying before that I was like, yeah, Touillard, let's go. Even though I hate the nibs, I said I still want to use them because of the quality of the product. But now I changed my mind because of how it works with the refills, basically. So yeah, but everybody knows how expensive they are. And for the same amount of like one set, I can get so many more other colors from a different brand that work just as great in these books. You know what? I'm actually gonna see if I had a gel pen for this one. Let's test that out as well. Now that we're at it, I just remembered that we did that. Like, yes, I had Sage number 9 from the, what are they, Lenguo gel pens? I think they are. Let me grab that one. I'll be right back. Alright, so I grabbed my Lenguo gel pens. So let me show you how I store them right now. Like, I'm gonna change it up, but I've got basically like this pencil bag, it officially is, and I just placed the packaging around the gel pens like so that I know, like, oh, these ones belong to this set, so in case I run out, I know which ones to buy. So I need number 9. So this is sage green. So that is what I also have on the pens basically. So this is number 9. So I need this one. And I'm gonna pull it out. Let's pull off the nib and then pull it like this. Because I've got a sticker on the bottom. So if I pull it up, it will get off the marker basically. I don't want that. I should change that out. But I got like a storage system in my on the way basically. So I can put them in there instead of this, because this gets really bulky. So this is the one we're going to use. It's a Lengro gel pen, the 0.7 to be precise. So let's see how that works. That's a good test to use around those small bits. So let's use it. They also said you should do some blue tack on the end, but I don't really have blue tack. But what I do have is a kneaded eraser. And I don't really care that we just, like, I already used it once, you see? I don't really mind that it's a kneaded eraser as long as it works. So what I will do, because I know, like, without it, the ink flow is really low. So let's see, there's no ink flow at all. Let me scribble on the paper to get it going. Like, there it goes. But yeah, the ink flow usually is not the best if you have nothing on it. So if the ink flow gets really bad, I could put my kneaded eraser on the end and the ink flow would be great again. So yeah, I'm only using it basically around the edge of what I want this color to be. And then I can come back in with my paint pen and fill up the rest of it. So this makes it a lot easier to outline everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just decided, like, maybe this is the solution to my problem of having to be so careful every single time. Just take a gel pen for the lines to do like this and then fill it up with the marker. Or maybe I've been like being stupid all this time. I just realized this, like, after doing the whole other side of the page, that this might be easier, having them just sitting there doing nothing. Well, in fact, it makes it so much easier. Look at this. I don't even have to put this on it, so let me put that back in this plastic, because if you don't cover it up, it will dry out. So therefore I always have it in this piece of plastic so that it don't dry out. So yeah, I think this is the way to go, to do the lines with the Lengro gel pen and then fill it up with the paint pen afterwards. Like, I've been really tired, like I told you as well last recording. So yeah, my brain isn't really functioning as it should. So sometimes I'm a bit slow. Might speed things up as well. But yeah, I'd rather have a little bit less flow. It's easier to make the lines than too much flow. So look how much easier this goes for me. Less shaky, more stable hand, less cramping, because my hands start cramping at some point when I have to do the small bits basically. So yeah, like, I also tested Molotow markers and they're definitely not the worst. Like, the paint is, I think, on the same level as the Tooly Art paint, but the problem I had with them was their nibs. I don't like their nibs. They ruin the paper because the paint is so much more wet. Like, one stroke, you don't want to go over it again because it will rub it and it will leave little paper bits behind. That's the only problem I have with that. Like, in my normal books, not so much, but in these books, it does ruin the paper. I do like their brush nib, but it gets damaged too quickly. It's the only complaint about that one. Plus, they're really difficult to get for some reason. So all with all, I decided against buying the Molotow for that reason, because of their nibs, because I do like their paint. Like, the first time you purchase it, it's expensive, but after that it gets cheaper because I can buy a refill paint. Basically, you get like a tube of like 30 ml or even 160 milliliters of paint, and that makes it really cheap to refill your marker. So yeah, that's my story of how I went on paint pen hunting, basically, of what is suitable for my likings and my needs. And what I want is just not there, basically. I just want a brand that is easy to use and open stock. And it just doesn't exist. So yeah, that whole experiment was worth its time, because now I know what I would like to spend my money on, basically, without have spent like tons and tons of money. Like, the testing is already expensive enough. But now at least I know what I want to use. And I decided it's the Chinese stuff instead. Just like everyone else. Yeah. Even these gel pens, like for the small bits, is brilliant in my opinion. Maybe it's helpful that I do all the outlining already, so I can just fill it up in a second. And I also bought the ones with two nibs, that you have a smaller one and a big one. Like they're not terrible or something, but it just rips up the paper the moment it gets too wet, and that is almost instantly. I think that's everything with this color. So now we can fill it up. So I will put this to the side over here together with my kneaded eraser, and we go back to 795, which is the one I use for the symbol C, and we go back up and we're gonna fill it all up. It's a lot of filling up to do. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, the color is barely any different from the one next to it, unfortunately. Like when you see the swatches, they're definitely a shade different from each other. But when you do it on the page next to each other, it doesn't show up as much. So today we are actually the 14th of March, so it's one day further than yesterday that I recorded the left half of the page. And I thought let's go and continue on this page because I really would like to get it done so I can do something else. Because I usually keep my paint pens with the project until it's done, and this just takes way more time than a usual color by number. Like my normal one takes somewhere between 2 to 4 hours a page, roughly, depending on how difficult it is. And because this is also a double, of course it takes more time, but it's also more intricate than my other book, so it also takes more time for that reason. So it takes a lot longer. So in the meanwhile, I don't really want to use it on a different page, because then my pens get mixed up and I don't remember which ones I had, and I'll have to look for them, and that kind of trouble. And I didn't want to do that to myself, so I was like, nope, we're just gonna keep them in its box all by itself, and I'll just finish this one first. Like if I want to do something in my Beauty and the Beast book, I can't do that because I don't really use the Lengro pens in that one. I use the like these open ink system these ones from AliExpress or Temu. You can also find them on Temu, I saw. They're literally everywhere. But that one, therefore, I can just color because it doesn't bug with this one. But if I need a Guangna, like a lot of the colors that I've got here, I use in my color by number all the time. So having to grab them from this will make it so this one is messed up and I'll have to search for them. And that's why I usually don't. That's why I usually just finish a page before I continue with the next one. But if it's like a project like this that takes me a couple of days or even a week to finish, in this case even longer because I took a seriously long break in between sessions, yeah, then it might not be the best way to go. But I also have not really been in the mood for normal coloring either. I have not really colored at all, like in my normal coloring books, for a couple of days now. I did some organizing for my card making again, and I organized my stitchy journal with stickers for 2027 because I had some more stickers left that I wanted to make, that I want to use in it, that I don't want to use for anything else. So make it use it up. That's what I want to say. So that's what I did as well this week, a little bit. And yeah, so I've not really colored in a normal coloring book besides color by number, because I was just not feeling it at all. Just so tired. And I hope it will get better soon because it's really annoying, like I said yesterday. And at some point you get this headache, just like I said yesterday. I still have that headache. Like I already woke up with it this morning. Like yesterday I woke up without, but it came within the hour, But today I woke up with the headache. Even though I had an okay night, it wasn't that terrible actually. You think I still slept at least 5 hours straight. and then I woke up, and then I fell back asleep later. But yeah, it wasn't the worst night ever. But it was just not enough, I guess, for my body. I think that's all to see. Let's have another look. I don't see any more. Like, that's almost half the page. You see what I did? Well, at least that's all done now, I guess. I think that's good. There's number A above here. So let's see which one that is. That is 794. So that is this one from Guangna. For the symbol A. So let's just continue there then. But yeah, the gel pen really did make it easier on me. So that's good to know. Like, I might want to do that for more things then. I've got some more delicate stuff to do, then I can use that as well. I don't see any more A. So let's close this up. The next one that I see a lot of is F for the green, which is, I think, 697. Yes, 697 is F. From Guangna. And that's my wheelchair shaking. Okay, let me move my book like this, because all of that is wet over there. So I'm trying to stay away from that piece so I can put my hand down. Is this wet still? I don't think so. So I was watching a Russian channel yesterday, I think. And the person had finished tome 11. And she was talking about which pages were easy, how long some of them took, which ones were difficult for her. And I was actually surprised that some of the ones that I think are pretty difficult, like when you look at the solution, she actually found really easy. And yeah, I don't know, like especially the ones with a lot of people and characters she found really difficult. And I think I don't know if I feel the same way, because I haven't really done one with a load of characters just yet in this book. Like, this is basically my second page in it. I've only done the Encanto house, and this is my second one. No, this is not my second one, is it? No, I also did the Incredible page, didn't I? It's also double. And I also did the tree spirit from Fantasia as well. So no, it's not my second page. It's already my fourth page then. But those were definitely not as difficult as I thought, like with the Encanto house. And this one as well. This one is also simpler than I thought it was gonna be. Like, there are some intricate parts like this with the little horse over here. But not all of it is as intricate as page 1 and 2. Because 1 and 2 was really off-putting, basically. Took forever. And it really put me off of maybe even want to color in this book. And then I looked in the back, and I remember that I already did the Incredible page. And the other one I had no issues whatsoever. So I looked at the solutions, and there's only a handful of pages that are as intricate as the Encanto house. Maybe like 4 or 5 of them tops that are as intricate, or parts of them are intricate. So they're like the worst one is the Encanto house. Let's say it like that. So I can only go up from here. So seeing that calmed my mind. I was like, okay, I got this. I think I just want to fill this up. This is probably already way too much. All of these flowers might be a bit much, but we will see how far we will get. Even if we don't finish all of them, we'll just make our way through as far as we can. Maybe we can go through all of this today. Let that dry a little. So I think it's almost dinner time for me, so I will have a break. All right, we're done with dinner and we're ready to continue. So let's go. Do I want to do Alice? I don't want to do Alice. I want to do the flowers first. Alrighty. Number 8 is this first one. So that is a light blue, 821. That's my favorite blue that you can never have enough of from the Guangna. Like, it's a really pale blue. It's basically the one you want to use for the sky, and you never have enough of it. So yeah, I was looking at Disney Color by number videos on YouTube, And I watched some French YouTubers who just did flip of solutions, which is also nice to watch. And I also watched some Russian people who also do column and number, and specifically about tome 11, the one that finished this one, like I told you just a second ago. I watched that one as well, and I found it really interesting of what she viewed as difficult and what is easy. And I agree with her. Some of them are actually quite easy if you look at them. They're not that much different than the ones that you see in the other tomes. I just don't get it how there's so much variety and difficulty in one book. Like, I would prefer it if the overall difficulty was just the same throughout a book. Like I said last time, it would be good if they put difficulty levels on the front of the books, so that you have more of an idea of what you're getting yourself into. I think it also depends on what you find difficult, depending on what medium you use as well. Because with paint pens, it's a lot harder doing small, intricate details than with, for instance, pencil or something, you know? That also depends, I think. Let's put this away. Alright, I see number 7. So that is a darker shade of blue. 689, which is this one by Guangna. So let's go back to this part. I could make my own color by number book if I wanted to, like put all my favorites in there and call it the perfect Disney book ever. For me it is. Maybe not for you, but like I used to do a lot of Disney fan art and color it myself. I would make like storybooks. What you like is really a preference, because what you like, some people don't like, and vice versa. So, alright. Let's find that color, the CE, which is probably a pink or purple. Let's see, the CE. It's a red. Essential 7. That one is runny as hell. Do I have a red Y6? Is it a small area? Yes, it is. We're gonna get the gel pen, the red yellow 6. This one. Red Y6. So that is the one I chose. So that's the one we're gonna use. Oh yeah. Is that the right one? Alright, let's go for the CE, which is supposed to be red, which is this part. Because I know the essential one is like really runny and really wet. So I won't be able to do these details with that. So, and since it's small, I'll just do it with the gel pen instead. That's what they are bought. That's what I bought them for, to use them like this. Yeah, it's not that bad actually, just by itself. Without, how do you say it, without the blue tack. The flow is not the best if you have to fill up a whole section, like a big section. But for doing small bits like this, it's working just fine. There are so many new releases this year of artists and kind of books that I like, that I think I might have a hard time choosing just a few by the end of the year. I just think I'm gonna have a hard time picking just a few, like a handful. I hope I can keep myself to just picking like 4 or 5, but I don't know if I can, because there's so many of them. Alright, the C, we're gonna fix the C. So that's 795 by Guangna. It's a dark green. We're gonna fix up this part. Just missed it completely. And there's some B over there, but I also see some C over here next to her arm. So let's also do that while we're at it. Stop over there, so that we can do the rest when we do another section next time around. I think I would like to fill up the stamper of this. I don't know what the English name is. I still didn't look it up. The flower petal thing in the middle. And it's a T, so that's an orange. It's Y906. Yellow 906, that is 37. Should be this one. Yes, it is. Yeah, so much markers over here, everywhere. that color I want to do now. So that is a pink. That's that one. 734. That's actually a purpley pink. 734. This one by Guangna. Let's see. Is there any more of this? I don't see it so quickly. Okay, let's put this back. And then we would like the one next to it, which is it's a dark tone. I think it might be this one. BR756, which is a paint pen from a Chinese brand. I think it might be this one. No, that's a dark one. Then it might be the red one instead. Let's flip to the other side. BR756 is that one. Yeah, so it's the one on the other side of the folder. Like they're on opposite ends of the folder basically. So this one. So sometimes I'm confused because sometimes I've got it to the right of me and sometimes I have the folder to the left of me. So depending on where I've got it, I'll have to flip the other way. That's the only downside of needing so many colors for a page, that you've got colors everywhere around you. I prefer to just have like maximum of like 20 colors or something. And that's it. Instead of like more like 40 colors. Right, that's that one. Then I would like to do the B. And what is that, an H? I think so. Let's do the B first. So that is 796. It's that one, Guangna. Because that's also a part that we forgot to color. So that's this bit. And that's that one. And then the H for that little bit. And also for those leaves apparently. So the H is G154. G154 is that one. So we have to go to the green section and it will be the third from the other side. G154 for H. First we're gonna fill up the H. I watched Drawing with Waffles. She's like an art YouTuber who I watched like many years ago. And she came back about 6 months ago, I think, to YouTube. But she's not been posting that much. Like only when she feels up for it. But she had this sad video about a dog. He passed away. He's now gone. And I was like, no. She had a poodle. And she always drew him as well in a sketchbook. But she talked about how much she loved her dog and how they got him. Like, so it was really sad. I was like crying. I was like bawling my eyes out. Like, no. Like, I don't know. It reminds me of me losing my cat, but which has been like 2 years ago almost. But still, it feels like still really fresh for some reason. Even though like my cat that I've got now, I already have her for 1.5 years. And I waited about 6 months before getting a new one. The shelters over here are not really willing to help you out. Let's just say it like that. When you say you're looking for a cat that is like cuddly and blah blah blah, they're not doing that. You have to come by, make an appointment, come by and hope for the best, basically. That's what they literally tell you. While it's really difficult for me to visit any place whatsoever, so it's almost impossible for me to just do that 1 2 3, you know, because they don't even put every cat they get in on the webpage either. So it's pretty stupid system, if you ask me, for people like me that just want like a buddy for life, basically. That's all I want, you know. I'm home alone all day, so I just want a buddy that is always with me. And they just make it almost impossible to adopt something from them, the way they handle things these days. So yeah, that was the last time that we actually went out to look for a cat in one of the shelters. Which is really sad if you look at it, you know. So in the end, I got one from a couple not far from here. Like, I was hoping for a cat, say, somewhere between the range of 1 to 3 years old, basically. So I have a long life still left with me. That was my hope. And I didn't care if it was a female or a male, or as long as it was cute, fluffy, And snuggly, I was okay. But yeah, so now I've got a black cat, a girl. And she is not as snuggly as I would hope for, but she's snuggly enough. Let's just say it like that. She snuggles up when I'm in bed. During the day, not so much. But during the night and when I'm at bed, she does. And that's good enough for me because I need her when I've got my seizures. So she wakes me up when that happens. So that's good. So this symbol is this one. It's that purpley tone that we just did. That one. So yeah, that's the story of how I got my cat Spooky. But yeah, I got reminded by all of that bullshit that I had to go through when I heard that video from Drawing with Waffles, and it made me so sad. I was like, no, poor baby. Like, he was old. The dog was old, but still, I felt bad for her, you know? It's sad. The J, it's G687, so that is this one. So it's number 5 from that side, so it should be this one. Oh, there's a crack in the lid. You see that? Oh my gosh. G687. Yeah, that's the right one. So yeah, but I'm really happy with my cat Spooky. She is really cute and adorable. And yeah, as long as she was happy with me indoors, because she used to go outside as well. So I didn't know if it would work out when I first got her with me because she was really scared. Yeah, then I locked her with me on the other side of the house so she wouldn't be alone. So in case she did want to, like, only in my bedroom. So I locked the door basically so that she only had one room to explore. So it wasn't as scary. Because like my previous cat was also really scared when I first got him. And he also hid everywhere in the house. So I kept him with me for like a whole week in the same room. So that he only knew that room. And I just slowly but surely showed him more spaces of the house until he wasn't scared anymore. And that worked really well. And I did the same with this cat. So I literally let her come to me at first. And then I would stroke her, like let her sniff my hand, stroke her a little bit. And if she found it too scary, I'd back off again. And that took about 2 months before I could finally just cuddle her. And after a whole year, she finally felt safe enough that she started meowing and jumping and playing, and as if you had a young cat in the house, like, you know, like she was a kitten or something. She came loose. I call it the I want to break free. And she really started to have a personality, and I was like, yeah, there she is. And now that I've got her for 1.5 years, she started to snuggle against me, like also on my bed, because at first she only stayed at my legs, like next to my feet. And now she snuggles up all the way, like next to me, next to my waist, basically, or even on top of me. She comes closer and closer with sleeping. She lays next to me every morning now when I wake up, which is really cute. But she also takes half of my bed, the little bastard. Like when I wake up, I'm like almost pushed out of bed because of her. Because I keep trying to twist and turn and I can't because she's there. Miss Princess has half of the bed while she's so small. I wouldn't change it for the world though. I love it. Like the only reason I let her sleep with me, because my old cat only slept with me during the day, not during the night, because he prevented my seizures. Like he would wake me up when they happen. And she does the same because she can feel them coming. So when she feels them, she will paw at me and she will lick my face. So she will stand on top of my chest, which hurts, but that will wake me up because of the pressure she puts on it. And she knows it. Like those animals are smart. And then I wake up. So that, because she's doing that and because she is afraid to be left alone, I'll just keep her with me in the bedroom also at night. And then in the morning she wakes me up when I'm already moving around, but I don't even notice that myself. She's like, "Oh, you're awake. Now I can lick you in the face. Good morning." And it's cute, but it's not the nicest feeling when they lick you in your face because it's like sandpaper. But it is really cute. So, yeah. It is cute. Oh, that's a different color. Stop, Pauline. Stop. Let's fix that straight away. It's a number C, so that is 795. Let's fix that up straight away before I forget. Then I messed it all up. So yeah, that is the tale of Spooky. She's so happy now. She's no longer afraid. She does all the stuff and things. She's even a little bit of a little shit sometimes, like playing and trying to scare me by sitting behind a corner of like the behind a wall, and then she hopes I can't see her. And I get scared sometimes because if she sits around the corner and I haven't seen her, I'm like, oh, like that. She loves it. She loves it. Yeah. The F, which is 697. 697. So yeah, I like it that she finally gotten so free and wild with me that she feels safe to be herself again. I love it. It's like I got a whole other animal in the house. Like if you saw her the first few months or now, it's like a different animal altogether. Now you can really see what she's actually like. The Y is a brown toad. Is it 618? That's this one. Let's go. So yeah, when an animal is like so scarred by trauma, it takes them so long to get used and feel safe again, which is so sad. The Q. So yeah, both my cats were actually in that situation. They were both like, my first cat actually got abused in his previous home. Well, he was a street cat, so somebody abused him at the street apparently. It's this one. 128 is for am I picking the right one? Yeah, for the Q. Yes, it's a yellowy tone. So yeah, my first cat was like kicked by somebody. It was probably a man, because every time the man stood in my house, he had his tail beneath his legs and he would get away from them. He was not happy, and especially if they had shoes on. He would respond to shoes really a lot, and to men. So it was a man who kicked him with a boot. That's for sure. And something with fireworks as well, because he hated fireworks as well. So they might have thrown fireworks at him as well. So that was really sad, like, that they have to go through all of that. And this cat, she has a trauma because her sister used to hunt on her, basically. So she got chased about by her own sister, which is really sad. That sign I want to do, which is 699. It's this one by Guangna. So yeah, both of my cats were really tainted by scary experiences in the past. So they had to learn how to trust people again, both of them. Just takes time, as long as you're stable and do the same thing and show them they can be trusted, they will trust you at some point. I'm happy that I have her now. Like at first I thought I might have made a mistake because of how scared she actually was, but I already forgotten how scared my first cat was, He was even more scared than her, actually. I couldn't even touch him because he would hiss at me. And his fur was like completely clotted together. That's how it looked like. It was disgusting. He had pee and poo everywhere. So I had to wash him underneath the shower and bathe him. And I even had to cut away some of it. It was just stuck to him. So yeah, I had to clean him several times. And then once he was clean, I tried to comb his hair as well. But he felt a lot better after doing all of that. And he also, at first he didn't want it until he found out what I was actually doing. And he loved water. He loved water. Like at some point he even went with me underneath the shower. When I had a shower, he also had a shower. He was sitting underneath my chair. He was also having his own shower, basically, every single time. So I always had one towel for myself and one for my cat. And like the people who helped me shower, they knew this. But like when I got somebody new, they were always so surprised that he loved the water. They didn't expect him to come with us. I said, yeah, he comes with us. We're gonna now do this one, 743. But yeah, that was really funny when they found out that he actually went underneath the shower. Like, who in their right mind, who is a cat, would do that to himself? My cat did. Like this one? Nah, she won't come even near the shower. She won't. So for this one, you don't have to worry. But my old cat, he wanted to come with us and have a shower himself. Really cute. Yeah, that was adorable. You get so used to your animals doing all that crazy stuff. And then when you have a new one, like a different animal, you're just getting used to them. They all have their own personalities. And this one is really a princess. She's really neat with everything. The way she walks is like a little hopping ballerina. Really cute. It's adorable. She's so small as well. Like she's like half the size of my old cat. Like my old cat was 7 kilos, but he was massive. He was really long. And I always thought he was just a little bit fat, but he wasn't apparently. The veterinarian said it was mostly muscles. He felt it and he said, no, this is not like, he's not chunky. He's just really muscular and he's just big. I was like, okay. So this color is 613. Oh, I forgot a little bit of the other one. Let's go back to 743. I forgot a little bit. But I still found him a bit chunky. But at some point, like when he was around 7 kilos, when he dropped below it, I could really feel his ribs. I was like, maybe not. That might be too little amount of weight for him. So that I kept him around 7 kilos and he was really happy. So that was probably his best weight. This one is only 3 kilos. But she doesn't eat a whole lot either. I can just leave her dry food out and she doesn't eat it all in one go. Well, he did. He would eat all of it. I think I'm going to be so happy once this is done. And then seeing all of it come together. Like when I finished the left side, I was so excited. Because you already see half of Alice, you see part of the flowers, and you're like, yeah. Can't wait to finish this part as well. That's what I was thinking. And now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was it. That's how it feels like when you finish it. It just takes time in the end. You just have to keep going. We're gonna go to the Q, which is a yellow 128. 128. Is this one? So yeah, I was not in the mood for a sad movie, okay? So yeah, after that I watched something else that was more fun. I don't even know what it was. Something else. Was it My Picture Purpose or something? Kira, I think. With a recommendation for beginner books and stuff like that. That video started playing after it. I was like, okay, good, that's better. At least it's not like sad news. Okay, this one definitely needs another layer. But first we'll let it dry like this. Then we need P, which is F01. So let's have a look which one that is on the swatch sheet. That is number 3 on the swatch sheet. So that is this one. F01 is this one. By the Chinese brand. For the P. There we go. That also will probably need a second coat as well because it's even lighter. Can't wait for my Vortex mixer to arrive. Will be just like in the old days on the lab with my shaky thing. I will have to have a space on my desk as well. So I'll have to see where I want to put it. I think I want to put it to the right of me. Because of the amount that I use my paint pens, it needs to have a space. Okay, there we go. Alright, this flower, we're gonna do that symbol, which is R705. Not on this one. Definitely not on this one because it has to be pink. R705, it's that one. It's a purpley pink. R705. Yes, please. That is for that symbol. Is that it? I expected more. There's some over here. Alright, let's check for the next one then. That symbol is R605. So that's that one. This one. Let's see, R605, yes. Okay, it's a pink flower. There we go. Ooh la la, that's a beautiful color. I like it. Like these paint pens are a little bit less opaque than the Guangna, but still they are really nice to use. Can't wait to finish tome 1 by the end of the year. Like, not just the fact that it's finished, just the fact that once you flip through it, that feeling, you know, of accomplishment. Like, I done all of this, and it's really nice to look at. But at the same time, it's also sad because it means you can't color in it anymore. So no, I'm not going to be sad for long because I got plenty of books to color. So no, it will be just nice to have something done once and so often. It will be my first book that will be done then, I think. That's that one done. Okay, let's see what the third color is for the flower, which is a beta symbol, which is this one. It's R109, 710 or 713. I circled the third one, so that might be 713 then. So that's this one from Guangna, because I circled it, so I'm assuming that's the one I picked. So that's the entire section actually. You see, it's everything that we haven't colored in yet. And then I will go back to the yellow flower and do another layer after I finish this flower, because that one needs another layer because it's still really see-through for the yellow flower. I really like this scene with all the flowers, but I do like just the visuals, you know. That's why I like it. Because it looks nice with all the flowers. Don't even know what's going on, but I do know that I like it. You can tell when it's not one of my favorite movies, because then I don't even know half of it. I can know roughly the story, but I don't know exactly what they're talking about when she's with the flowers. I know she was following the rabbit, and then she ends up with the flowers at some point. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how that went. I want to do that one, which is the male character thing, which is R698. Which is R698 is... Come on, work with me. R698 is that one. It is this one, by the Chinese brand with the opening flow system, or grasp, that's what it says on this one. I really like the nib on this one, better than the Guangna even. Alright, that's that one. And then I'm gonna go back to the flowers, so I want that light yellow, the F01. Go over the marks so it's covered up. There we go. And then we will do the same for the other yellow, which is the Y128. This one. I think that should do it. And those are all lines, so let's move down a little to this lovely flower. And on the inside we have a W and a T. So the T is the top one, so that's the Y906. That is possible as well. 906. Yes. I put it wrong in the marker storage thing. Phew. Okay, I found it. Okay, that's everything for the T. Then I want the W. Let's put it back in the right spot this time. Okay, the W is 785 from Guangna, which is this one, 785. Yeah, I think I'm doing good on this page. I have the feeling that this side went much faster than the other side, but it could also just be like feeling wise that it actually isn't. I have no idea. That color is the BR756, which is the red one that we used, BR756, for that little dots. There we go. And then we need the E. I see an E over there, which is green 665, which is this lovely green tone, 665. The E from Guangna. It's like a lily of some sorts. There we go. And then we need the D, which is, the D is the Wildflower 4, which I've got over here. Wildflower from Tulliard, number 4, for the D tone. I chose quite a large section to do today. Sometimes I'm just too excited. And it would be better if I wouldn't go for such a big area, but still I do. I also have noticed that when I'm coloring by myself, without any music on or anything else on, I lose track of time sometimes. And then I'm here and it's already 9 o'clock in the evening or something, you know, like stupid like that. It's not good. The H, which I see over there, which is G154. G154, yes. I already shook it not too long ago. And then we have a K next to it, which is 789 from the Guangna, which is this one, 789. Let's check it one more time. 789 for the K, yes. Brilliant. That's that one. All right. And the M is 790 by the Guangna. This one. Guangna as well for the M. I'm just gonna go till here and then I'll stop, because I don't want to go further down. And then I'm gonna grab the 789 for that little piece of K over here. And then we're gonna do both of these flowers, and then we're gonna do some line work. Let's see, number 6, which is 601. This one, like Guangna, 601. My eyes are a bit blurry right now. I'm getting tired, so maybe I should stop. It's really hard to tell when you get blurry eyes what on earth you're doing. Those are pretty big flowers still. I know there are small ones at the bottom of the page, so that's something we can do next time around, the smaller flowers at the bottom. Yep, that's gonna be fun, but I think we might need some gel pens for those. Like these ones are doable with this kind of pen, but the ones on the bottom, I don't think they can be done with this. I think that's it. So yes, that's all the 6 that I can find. So let's leave it at this today. We're not even gonna do any lines because I think I've been coloring for a really long time. Let's zoom you out. This one. This is what I've done. Yeah, that's a shit ton. No wonder I'm tired. What time is it? It is 7:30 in the evening. Yeah, it's time for me to stop. Like usually I color somewhere around this time till roughly 8 o'clock tops. So if I still had like energy left, I could have kept going for half an hour more, but I don't. So this is everything that I will do for today. And then next time around, we will finish these flowers. And I think I was first going to do the lines before I'm going to continue on this. So we will do those lines. And then we will start on these flowers and all the way down. Like all the way down till like these flowers. Because those are the talking flowers that I was talking about. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And one behind it as well. So 6 even. Those are probably going to be a little bit more difficult for some parts. And then we have Alice left to do. So this will be probably a session. And then the last one we can do Alice, I think. So yeah, not long to go now, people. I'm really proud of myself for doing all of this today. And we're back. We're going to color some more on this lovely page. Today it is the 16th, I believe. Yes, it is the 16th, and it's still early in the morning. That's why I sound like I just woke up, which I didn't. But my sound usually sounds like this for the first 2 hours after waking up. So last time we did all of these flowers, and I said we would do the black lines before I would go further down. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, let's do the black lines while we're at it, and then we're gonna move our way down to these lovely flowers over here. That will be our goal, hopefully, for today. So let me zoom you in so we can actually see stuff. And there we go. Let's move it. Yes, there we go. So I'm using the Fly-Sea Black again. And let's see how it will go. I've got my Bloodless page here. Let's clean it up a little bit. There we go. And there we are. It's working. So I'm just going to start here on the left, and I'm just going to work my way through with the lines. I've had a break for one day because yesterday my hands were so shaky that I wasn't prepared to do these kind of lines. And I knew I was gonna have to do like difficult stuff on this one because the flowers are also really delicate. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should wait until I feel a little bit better with my hands. Like they're burning up, my hands, but at least they're like, see, they're stable, like they're not shaky. Maybe a little bit, but because I really would love to finish this one. With the hours that we already spent on this project, I really hope we can finish it sooner than later. Like, it's worth the effort you put into it, but for some reason I enjoy the somewhat less intricate pictures more. So now that I know that, like, next time I will buy myself not as difficult book as this one. Like, not every page is difficult, don't get me wrong. Like, there's just some that are really like time consuming, like this one. You'll see, like usually most of my pages in Le Grand Classique Tome 1, which is like a really easy book, they take about 2 to 4 hours tops, depending on how fast or slow I am. But usually like 2 to 3 hours is usually normal, and 4 hours when it's a bit more intricate and you need a little bit more time. But I also was using pens with this small nib, so I wasn't doing it with the brush pens. So maybe with the brush ones it's a bit quicker than that. My friend in Australia, she ordered like some Disney coloring books, like Disney Color Number, like quite a while ago. I think it was like almost 2 months ago by now. But none of it has even shipped out. And the delivery date has changed from like soon to like between May and September. I was like, what the hell? And then she tried to order Lenguo paint pens, and they just say we don't ship to your location. Like, she lives in Australia. It's not like she lives in the middle of nowhere. Like, yes, it's far. We all know that. But like, come on, it's Australia. They should be able to ship stuff. Just takes time. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with all the bombing from America, and I don't know, like Iran. I don't know. Could be that that's one of the reasons why. I have no idea, people. It just makes no sense. Like, why didn't they even ship it out? Because she ordered it way before all of that happened. So I don't know if that's related or just coincidence, or I don't know. Who knows? Makes no sense whatsoever. Even her Matchstick Mouse snail mail club, it arrived, but it took like really long time, which we already expected, but at least it arrived. Today it is actually not really bad weather. It's a bit like clouded and sunny at the same time. Yesterday the sun came out for a little while, so it wasn't the worst. Today it feels a bit more cloudy, but it is clear outside. There's no rain right now. Like during the night it was like pouring down rain. But right now it looks dry outside. I went to my mom and dad's place yesterday for dinner. My brother was also there. He visited my mom and dad, and he went for fishing with my dad in the afternoon. And they caught quite some big ones. Like they went fishing for pike, I think it's called pike. I think that's the name of the fish type. And yeah, they went and they caught like two, or maybe even more. But they make pictures of two, and they were pretty big. Like they were long, you know. But one of them was really skinny, had barely any fat to it. It was just tall, like really long and skinny, basically. And then the second one they caught was like nice and fat, but not even the same length as the first one. The first one was actually taller, like longer in length, but thinner than the second one, which is funny because the second one was a fat one. And the first one had basically nothing on him. I used to fish as well with my father. Like my sisters and I both were at the part of the fish club when we were younger. My dad taught us how to fish. He was pretty good at it, and we were not bad at all at it either. Like when we had a competition with the club for like family day, nobody could win from us because all of us knew how to fish. Even my mom knew roughly how to fish. So yeah, they couldn't win. And there was this one family who always became second because of that reason. He was always upset when he didn't win. He was one of those people who get really pathetic when they lose, basically. But he always lost from my dad as well. And he thought, oh, maybe family day. Now I have a chance because his son could also fish pretty good, you know. So he thought, I'm going to win this. No, no, no. Because the entire family of my dad could fish. His whole army of kids came and fished with him. The poor fella. He still couldn't win. You should have seen his face when he lost again. When he saw all the minions come, he was still happy. He was like, oh, the minions arrived. They probably can't fish. Until he saw that we all could fish and was like, ah, shit. I once had to be a counter for fish, basically, for one of the competitions of the grown-up men. Let's call it like that. And they were supposed to catch a certain type of fish. And they are really small usually. They're not that big. But they have this specific pattern on them. The fish that they were supposed to catch. And the dude had this fish in his bucket. And I was like counting them and throwing away them into the water, you know? That's what you do. You throw them back in to make sure they're fine. And I was counting them, and I just was like 1, 2, and then there was one that wasn't one of the ones that I should count. And I was like, yeah, that's nothing. Back in the water. And he was like, that's one. I said, no, it isn't. It has dots. It has no, it's not that one. It's that, you know, it's another species, you know. It's a different type. And he was just looking at me in awe, like, shit, she knows her stuff. Because I knew exactly what the fish was. Like, I don't know the English name, but I knew what it was. Because my dad taught us all of that stuff. So I knew exactly what I needed to watch. Like what a fish was exactly, you know, which type, which one to count, which one not to count. Because they look very different. Like they got the same length and width and all that stuff, but the pattern on it is completely different. Like the one that he wanted me to count has had dots on him, and the one that he was supposed to catch, they have like this tiger stripe on them, but then in like dark greens and browns and stuff like that. So he thought he could fool me, like a little girl, he could fool me, but the end, he didn't know who I was the daughter of, basically. Let's say it like that, because the moment he knew who my dad was, he was like, oh no, not another one. We were not, they were not a fan of us because we always won. We always knew our stuff. So yeah, he thought, oh, nice little girl, I can fool her. Nah, you can't fool me. Not today. Like, they're grown-up men trying to cheat on a game. I don't even know how old I was. I think maybe 12, 13. Must not been older like that. I think that's about it. That's about the age that I was at the time. Usually when I'm working on this book by myself, I turn it all the way. every like inch gets turned basically. I never just work on it upside, with its side up. The only reason I'm doing that is because of the filming purposes, but because I've got so much lines here, I thought let's flip it a little bit to make it easier on my wrist, because my wrist is still a bit painful from yesterday. I had quite some spasms yesterday, and it hurts. It really hurts. So right now it's a bit twitchy and a bit like painful whenever I have to move it too much. My wrist, that is. It's not like I can't move it, but I have to be a bit more careful because it doesn't feel the nicest. There we have it. All those lines are done. This one doesn't have any, as you can see. So now we have all the lines done. We're now going to just continue on those flowers and work our way down. So that's the next part for today. Now we have to still do their lips, remember? Because I forgot to do them last time. So let's see. This one is R704 or Sweet Pink number 2 for the gel pen. So let's do the gel pen, the Lengo gel pen. That's this one. Because that might be a little bit easier to do. And it needs warming up, of course. Keep forgetting to do that. It's a really light tone. So yeah, let's it's still a bit sticky, all of that paint over there. It's still a bit wet apparently. So let me be a bit more careful. So we had fish for dinner. We had flatfish or plaice. I don't even know how you exactly call it. Like it's like that tall, and then it's like a round shape, and then you have its mouth and tail, like really high back. But it has a lot of bones in it. Let's pick that one, CE. So it's like not always the nicest to that's red. Oh damn it, I need another gel pen. Red yellow number 6. So yeah, we had fish and we had baked potatoes, some salad as well. My mom makes her salad differently than I do. She also makes it with different slaw. Like her veggies, her green stuff is like a different one that I usually have. She has like the harder type of green stuff, and I usually get the softer kind. So she literally had almost only like the white and light green bits, and those are the harder, chunkier, like crispier stuff basically. And I prefer the more green stuff because they're a bit more soft. So I did not like it that much. The veggies, like she also puts like pickle in it and other stuff, like in a dressing that I usually don't use. So it was a bit sour, I don't like sour things. Let's do this flower. So we need number 4, which is 659 from the Guangna. Can I do that with this one, or do I prefer to do it with a gel pen, the outline? I will do the outline with the gel pen. So I need B number 8, so it's this one, the Lengo gel pen. So yeah, these small bits are easier to do with a gel pen instead. So yeah, we had a lovely dinner together. My brother was also there. His son lives at the other side of the Netherlands with his mom. And he is like a copy-paste of my brother, basically. And they were having conversation about just everything, like school, girlfriends. But now that my brother had contact with him, he had a lot of fun talking to him. And my brother used to had made the mistake in the past when he was young that he just didn't want to do anything for school. He just wanted to work with his hands. He didn't finish most of his paperwork, so he only could do bad jobs, like low school jobs that are pretty tough on your body. And because my brother has a muscle disease, and so does his son, their bodies will just become worse and worse over time, basically. So the end of their muscles, like the nerves ends, they will die slowly. So you will get less and less control over your muscles, and your feet can grow into like which hands shape. Your hands, your toes, your feet, they will all be like crooked and grown in wrong direction. So at some point you're just not able to stand if it's really bad. And his son has the exact same disease as well. So my brother said to him, because he wanted to make the same choice as my brother did. He wanted to stop school and do something with his hands. And my brother said, no, dude, you don't want to do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. Because the moment you do that, you are stuck with the heavy jobs, and that's not suitable for your body. So it's better if you just finish what you're doing right now, get your diploma basically, and go have a job that pays more, so that if you end up having trouble with your body, that you at least can still earn a good amount of wage, like to live from basically. And it was quiet for a while on the other side, and I think it made an impact that my brother said that to him, because they're like really the same in everything they do, the way they think, the hobbies they have, everything is basically the same. That's why I said it's a copy paste of my brother basically, with everything that he likes, the way he acts, because he's not stupid. He just doesn't put the energy into his school basically, because he wants to work with his hands just like my brother. He's probably also autistic, and he probably also has like we already know he has the muscle disease, but the autism is pretty clear. The way he thinks, the way he gets mad at certain things, and it's like literally a copy paste with my brother. But yeah, therefore my brother hopes that he will be smarter than he was and actually finish his degree, so that he has an easier time for the rest of his life, because if you have a higher paying job, which is less harsh on your body, you can do it for a lot longer, because at some point your body will give out with the muscle disease that they have. Let's do number 5, so that is 650. Let me do that also with the gel pen. So B number 7. That's how it works. So that's this one. Let's scribble on the piece of paper, making sure it works. So yeah, they had a good conversation, and he was really happy about it. So I made sure I had a nap before I went, like napped a little bit longer, but I was still pretty tired. So I was there around 5 o'clock, but I also already left at 7:30. No, before 7. I was home around 7:15, I think. So yeah, I was so tired yesterday. Like I've been tired the whole month basically. What is this number? Number 5, 650. Just checking if I have the right one. That's the guangna. So yeah, we had a lovely chat basically. And then I had a little chat with my mom. That one is totally not the same as the gel pen. Just okay, well if that's the case, then I'll just do this. I'll just dot over it. It's not the same. Still want them to be the same roughly. So yeah, I went out to my mom and dad's basically for dinner, and that's it. And then I went home and I went straight to bed because I was so tired. I think that's everything with number 5. Then we have number 3 in the flower left, which is probably a darker one. Yes, that's a really dark one. 673 from the guangna. Let's do this one just with the marker itself. So let's fix that up, because there's no number in that part, you see? This part. On the picture in the back, it shows like it has supposed to be this color, but there's no letter in it. So that is everything that I've been doing basically. Like yesterday I did some still some color by number, but my easy one in my tome 1. What I'm doing right now is probably all I can do today, and if I'm lucky I can do some more in the afternoon after my sleep. So we will see how this afternoon will be. So far so good. Not much coloring has been done. Like color by number, yes, but that's about it. Which is not fun if you want to do stuff, that you can't do. But it's just the way it is. Like I've always had this, that I've had bad days and good days. Well, let's do the T on the inside of the flower, which is, excuse me, it's R906. So let's see which one that is. Oh, Y906. So it's this one. I'm going crazy. Okay, sometimes I don't see it at all. 3, 6, number 7. So it should be this one. Y906, not R. Gosh. Sometimes I'm a little bit blind. Okay, let's do it. So that's the inside of the flower. So today it's Monday. So we don't have a lot of time today, which is fine. I'm gonna do the background. So no, I'm first gonna do the hue. I should finish the flower first. 631 from the Guangna. So that is not this one. This one. 631. That's that one. And now we go to the C. And I'm gonna get the gel pen again. So let's see. C is the Sage 9. So that's this one. Yes. So we're gonna do the lines again, just like last time. And then we will fill it up with the marker afterwards. That worked really well last time around. There's going to be still a lot of green here in the background as well, just like last time. So this part should go rather quickly. I think only the flowers will take quite a bit of time because they are a bit more complicated here at the bottom. That's also the beauty of outlining it, so you know what you have to fill in. Which makes it also a lot easier. Yeah, I did think about that, but only since last time I finally did what I was supposed to do, because I bought these gel pens to do the difficult parts with. And what did I do? I was just struggling with the normal paint pen. Silly, huh? Yeah, silly. So I bought them specifically for this reason, so I would have an easier time doing the outlines. Well, at least now you can see the flowers after when I'm done with this color, you can see already a part of the flowers that we're gonna do next. Let's just fill this in first. Let's put this to the side. So the C is the 795. So let's grab it. Just this one, Guangna. And let's just fill up the parts that we now outlined. I hope I can finish part of the green before my help comes. And then maybe we can do something in the afternoon if I'm feeling good. And if not, then hopefully tomorrow. And otherwise we will see when it happens. But tomorrow the chance is low that I might be able to do this, because I also have to do showering and groceries and all that stuff. So that's like my busy day. I really hope we can finish this soon. But if it's gonna be today, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be somewhere next week. It's really nice to fill all of this up and see it come to life. That's what I like about this most, I think. That you slowly see the picture starting to take shape. This makes it so much easier than when you have to do all of it with the paint pen. So that is a good strategy from now on. Next month, Jess will do a collaboration for Romantic Country, the first tale, like I told you last time. And I will be a part of it. I should do the line work first. Let's do the line work first on this side, before I continue messing things up again. Okay. Just this shape. That's weird. I expected more for some reason. Can't wait to do these talking flowers. It will be also a fun thing too. Okay, let's go back to the Guangna 795. And fill this up. That's already a big chunk done of the background. Well, that was not that bad at all. This was really quick, to be honest. Okay, let's do the F, which is the leaves in the background, which is 697, which is this one by Guangna. Put the leaves in the background. Then the leaves, that part is done. And then maybe next round we can do the flowers. Like when I started this page, I really was afraid it might be just as difficult as the Encanto house. And the further I get through the page, the more I realize that it's definitely not on the same level at all. Not even close. That page was a nightmare. This page is enjoyable. Like the amount of detail, yes, it is there, but not like as finicky as the first one. This is about the same amount of time that I would take off screen. Like maybe a little bit less, but not by much. Because I just take my time on these. I don't rush. It's not a race. It's just like relaxing basically for me. So when I do this, I also take my time and I also go in about the same pace. Maybe a little bit faster, but not by much. So yeah, it takes hours to complete a double, let alone a double like this. That's all that one done. Let's do the K, which is probably a brown, I think, if I remember correctly. There was one kind of brown tone. Let's see, K. Yeah, it's a green brown. 7, 8, 9. This one. I don't see any more. Maybe it was only that little bit. All right. Let's take the M. The M is 790, which is a shade lighter. So yeah, I think it was only the first bit that was supposed to be this color. So let's color over it a little bit. And that's that one. All right, then we want the N, which is next to it, which is a lighter green. So that is G776. So that's a Chinese brand. G776, did I say that right? Yeah, G776. Am I looking right? Yeah, this one. So it is this one. It's indeed a lighter green. G776. The numbers are really small on here. So sometimes I have to look twice or 3 times to read it. Today I found it in one go. So that's good. So let's do the rest of this leaf. And then I'll probably already stop for today. So I think it's almost time. My sister is to the IKEA today with my mom. She needs a new mattress. So she's out shopping. So today I'm all alone. All by myself. Except for my help, of course, who comes soon. And besides that, I'm home alone. I'm just happy that I'm working on my page again. I also hope that my body will clear up now that the weather is a little bit better, but the rain is usually a bad sign for my body. My body doesn't like that it's wet outside, then usually my back will play up even more. So that's actually not a good thing, that it's wet outside. So keeping my fingers crossed that it's getting better. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, it's almost 11:15, so I should wrap up. Let's do some outlines. If it's not too wet, I can do some outlines. So let's do that. And then I'll call it done for now. And then next time we will finish. We will start working on the talking flowers. Yeah, I think I will play my game by myself for a little while. For an hour or so maybe. I can also do some diamond painting if I want to. At least we got a few more flowers. And some greenery done. I saw a new release from a Disney Color by Number book that is coming next April? Somewhere in April. And it's a square one. And it's about baby animals. I'm really curious about that one. Like the pictures that were shown had quite a bit of colors, but they didn't look like really complicated like this one did. So maybe I will like it, I don't know, because I do like a square book. I just keep my eyes open for stuff that I like which books I prefer, so that once I am at the point that I would like to buy one, that I've just got a wish list and I can just pick from them. Yeah, because I got Princess 1 and 2, Tome 11, 2 movie ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got 6 of them. And Tome 1. So that's 6 books right now. And Tome 1 will be finished by the end of this year. I'm also not rushing it. I'm just doing like 4 pages each month, which is really doable for me. And if I do more, I can choose to do more, but I don't have to do more in Tome 1. The minimum is like those 4 pages so that I'm on track to finish it. I also just like to color in my other books, you know, my Princesses one and my Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid. So usually when I've done my 4 pages in Tome 1, I'll just do whatever I feel like when I've done my must-dos. So I don't want to go back to just having one book. I think I want to have either 2 or 3 books at the same time. I think that's maybe a sweet spot, so that you have a little bit of a variety still. But there's also a preference in what kind of pictures I like to color, because I really like my princesses and I like the colorful ones, like the brighter colors, not so dark. So that, taking that into consideration, also some has dropped off the list because they were too dark. But it's okay, there's enough out there to keep me busy. I've done these bit of flowers right now, so we're up to here. So let me zoom you out. So yes, we only did this little chunk over here. And then hopefully maybe this afternoon I can work on these flowers. And if I'm not up for it, maybe Wednesday, hopefully. So yeah, I will see you the next time. Bye bye. And I'm back. It is still the 16th of March, but I had my dinner and I thought, let's do some more coloring, because this afternoon I felt a lot better after my nap. So I did some normal coloring in normal coloring books instead of color by number. And then this new paint arrived, which is this brand. It's Dina Wakley or something. No idea. It's a brand basically out of America. And it's pretty thin, because this is 3 coats and it also has a little bit of a shine to it. Like, I'm not too keen on it, but this is 3 layers of it, but it is really smooth. It's like really smooth texture, but 3 layers of it, you still see some lines, but it's good enough in my opinion but I would want this after 2 layers basically, not 3. So I won't buy any more of this. So that is something I wanted to let you know, because I'm still in the hunt for a nice light blue paint that I could use for the skies in my color by number, but this is not going to be the one. So we were working on Alice this morning, and we're going to continue a little bit more. We're going to work on the flowers. Yes, the flowers, people. Okay, let me move you to the bottom. That's me with my my knitted blanket that I got from my sister. So let me zoom you in so we can have a closer look. Yes, that's what I wanted. So we can see the whole book. Let's see, can I move my phone just a tad? There we go. Yeah, it's difficult filming this close to me, so let's just do it like this. Okay. All right, let's start. Of course, I want my lights, all the lights. Thank you. There we go. I got so many lights, you can't even believe that. There's some paint splatters. It's fine. Okay, let's start with this tone, which is a circle with a stripe straight through it, which is a brown tone, E20. Let's see, is it this one? Earth tone. No, this is an essential. Is that the one? Yes, essential 20. So that is correct. It's an essential 20 for the Tully Art paint marker. So that is the color that we have here in the background. So we're going to use that. Gorgeous. Let's do it. So we're going to have another session on this wonderful page. And yeah, let's see how far we get tonight. It's now just after dinner. My laundry is still running, basically. Like, it's drying right now with bed sheets and stuff like that. Much better. So yeah, I did some normal coloring, as I call it. So I did color in the fairy tale, what is it, Little Friends in the Forest, or what is it, Journey Through Fairy Tales with Little Friends in the Forest. That's the name. It's basically the Tokumeku book with the bunny in the front in the book. They are like literally in all kinds of fairy tales. And the one I colored is the enormous turnip page, one of the two at least. I colored the left side, which was my buddy page with Maria, colorful mother of three from Sweden. So I did that one. And then I was tired and I wanted to have food because it was almost dinner time. So I was like, yeah. I chatted with my sister for a little bit because she came home shortly, like before dinner, like around 4:30 or something. I had her on the phone. She told me that she had a success finding a mattress, and she bought some other things as well for her desk. But yeah, she bought new bed sheets. She bought 2 of those boards that you can pin stuff on. Not sure what you call them, pin boards, maybe? I don't know. But she bought those as well. And of course a mattress for a new bed. So she was able to lift it in the car, which was probably pretty heavy because it took a lot out of her, because when they were home, she couldn't even help with getting it on the bed anymore. So my other sister and my dad actually lifted it on the bed for her so she can sleep tonight on it. So yeah, I understood why she couldn't do it at home anymore. She already used all her energy up for getting it in the car. Apparently the food in the IKEA was also terrible. Like terrible as in they have barely any choice anymore. Like they used to have everything there. Like they had a lot of choice and they had all kinds of stuff. And now the menu is like maybe 5 options. That's it. And even half of the options they don't even have the ingredients for, so they can't even make it for you even if you order it. They're like, nah, we don't have certain blah 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 blah. And then you ask for the next thing, no, we don't have blah 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 blah. And we're like, what the heck? Then why do you put it on the menu? Like, first you make it a lot less, and then you also don't have half of your menu. Like, what the heck? So yeah, she had a good shopping trip basically. She succeeded with what she wanted to get. And it was also a lot cheaper than she expected as well. At least once we've done the background, we can see where the flowers are. And my cough is still there. Excuse me. It's just a cough from time to time. It's not like constant or something, you know? So it's not that bad. I saw a flip through of the new tome 13. And oh, the pictures are gorgeous. But so detailed. You can already tell by the look of it how many, like there's also a lot of doubles, which I do like, don't get me wrong. But so detailed. I was like, no, no. That's like my worst nightmare, so detailed. So I was like upset that it was so detailed. And again, with a lot of colors just like this, basically. It's basically a copy paste repeat. Just new pictures. It's beautiful. Really beautiful, but I don't think it's one for me. Let's just not do that again, okay? One book like this is enough for me. Thank you. Yes. Like, I love the style of the book, but the details are killing me. This one is actually pretty doable, the Alice page. I expected it way worse. So maybe by the end of the book, I'm saying like, oh, it wasn't that bad. And I've already forgotten all the hard bits, you know? And then I'll buy a new one after all. And then I'm like, what did I do to myself? You know, that could happen. I don't think I will. Because let's be smart, hopefully. And not buy one this difficult. I should just listen to myself right now. Look back, think about this moment, and say to myself, when I'm finally gonna get a new one, don't buy number 13 because it's highly detailed. And you know how much you love that. Yeah, that's what I should do. Listen to my own words. So if you've done page 1 and 2, let me know. How much was it for you on a scale of 1 to 10? How bad was it? 10 is like a good experience and 0 is like the worst experience. How much was it for you? I think for me it was like a 3. It was not a total nightmare, but close. But that page? No. Just no. Never again. And that's also the reason why I was looking through the back of the book, looking for which ones are as detailed as that one. Like, I don't think there's any other page that is that detailed as that one. So that is good. But there are some that have small details. So I think those ones I would rather get rid of sooner than later. So I might do an effort to do those first so that they are done throughout the book. And then continue my way through the more normal pages. Normal. Okay, let's do the symbol next to it, which is this one, which is the skin tone 18. So it's also a Toolie art. Because there are not that many browns in the Guang now, unfortunately. This is skin tone. Yes, I was looking. Is this supposed to be skin? Yes, skin tone number 18. Yes. All right, that's the rest of the ground then. My shaker isn't here yet. I bought my shaker, which is basically a vortex mixer. Like, I used to have a vortex mixer on the lab. I don't know if I told you this already last time. Maybe I did. But I ordered it finally. Like, that is something I told you. I remember telling you that. But it's supposed to arrive today. So I hope it will arrive soon, because that makes mixing these paint pens, these Toolie art paint pens, so much easier. Like, I love that thing back when I was still working in the lab. So I'm actually curious if it needs charging, or I don't know exactly if it's need plugged in at all times. I don't know which one one is, because the one in the lab needs to be plugged in all the time. Test it out. I think it will work wonderfully. Like, maybe the full pens might be a bit difficult, but for the ones that are already used, sometimes they might work brilliantly. I also saw that Guangna came out with a 360 set or 366. I don't even know exactly. But yeah, they made a new set with 360 colors. And then I'm like, did you make more browns for me? That's the only question I'm asking. And I don't know if they have, but I hope so. I just want more browns. Give me more browns. Maybe some more grays, because they are also used quite a lot. And dark greens, maybe. So yeah, I'm actually wondering if then the Languo ones will do the same. Like, if they will also come out with a 300 something set at some point. Because like, they went from 240 to 288, I believe. And then they went to 300 something, and now they've got 360 something. Like, wow, you know, like, will Languo just follow along and do the same thing, you know? Because that's usually what happens. So we're gonna go back to the what was it? Earth Essentials 20. That's what it was. This one. This one. Essentials 20. So yeah, I'm curious to see if people already bought it and if they will show it on their channels. Because I'm curious to see what colors exactly are in there. Like the swatches, I mean. Not like what they they advertise with, because in that one you can't really see the real colors of the browns and so on. That's what I'm curious about, if the browns are better. All right, that's that one done. So now we can actually work on the greens of the flowers and then the flowers itself, I think. I think that's how I want to do it. So let's start with the C over here, which is a dark green. That's background color. 795 by Guangna for the C. That's that one. Let's see, is there any more C? This is 0, B, A. I don't see any more. Just that little bit. All right, not bad. Okay, then we go to the 0, which is 740, which is this lovely tome by Guangna. I was watching some YouTube earlier. So yeah, I was watching Mary Colors, which I think is a Russian channel officially, but she has auto dub on, so I can just listen to it in English. Like with French, I can still understand some of it, what they're saying, but not all of it. Like then I sometimes get away with not putting anything on. But for Russian, no, I don't understand a word of what they're saying. So I need the auto dub or the translation below it. So I'm happy that they have auto dub because it doesn't sound that bad actually. Like some sounds like really AI-like, but not all of it. My French is not that great. Let's be honest, like it used to be a bit better than it is now, but I'm still on a basic skill level with my word vocabulary basically. Like my English is way, way better. I can at least express myself in English with almost everything, but with my French, no, nothing. I can't even make a proper sentence probably. That's how bad it is. I know some words and I know some grammar, like, and the rest is just lost somewhere in my brain. So yeah, that is the situation on that. So I've got a hard time understanding them when they're not like subtitles or auto dub. So I think it's a really cool feature that they added. Let's go to the B, which is B is 796. So that's this one. That's the darkest one. Let's first go to the other one, the A 794 from Guangna. Let's do A first and then go to the other one. I like to work from light to dark usually when I do my colors, if I have a choice. So yeah, I've been surprised by auto dubbing, how well it is right now. Because like in most video, it doesn't even automatically turns on, but for the Russian people, it automatically turns it on these days, which I do enjoy, apparently. Yeah, sometimes I just like listening to somebody's original voice because then you can really hear their excitement and the tone of their voice. It's just better than a computer generated voice, let's be honest. It does make more videos now watchable for a lot of people because if you don't know the language, you can just put auto dub on. Like for live streams, there's not really a feature that does that. No subtitles, no nothing. That is not really a thing just yet in YouTube itself. I really hope they come up with something that does that. Let's fix that little bit before we continue with the next one. That is it the skin tone? Yes, that's the skin tone. Number 18. So it's this one, is it? Yes. Almost. We can almost do the flowers itself. First the greenery, Pauline. So the last one is B, which is 796. So that's a dark green by Guangna. Every time I'm tempted to buy a book, like a Disney book, I mean, what I do is I just grab one out of my cupboard and start coloring in one. Like, because I know I like a lot of them. But why would I buy so many more if I still have 6 books in my cupboard, if you know what I mean? From Disney Color by Number, I mean, because for me, they're easily bought. And they don't seem to go out of print at all. Like, you can still get all of them. So why would I buy myself like 10, 20, whatever amount of books to put in my cupboard just to sit there waiting for me to color? I don't feel it's like necessarily a win to have more on your shelf. then it's literally just a collection to look at, because you can't possibly work in all of them all the time. So I'd rather just have a handful of books that I work in a lot more and I can actually see them filling up than having like 20 in them and only being able to do like one page in a few of them. It wouldn't feel great for me, I guess. The way I like my Disney books is to see it fill up. And if I then have like 6 books, which I have right now, and I only color in a few of them every single time because there's no more time in the month, it just feels like a waste that I've got the other ones because I want to touch all of them. So yeah, that was something that I was thinking about. And I was like, yeah, that's also a thing. So I'd rather have less books, even though I would like to have all of them. I'd rather have less in practice. That's number T. So that is the Y906, which is the Chinese brand. So let's have a look at that one. That's that one. The one that I thought was an R this morning. Yes, that one. 3, 6, 7. So it should be this one. Y906. Yes. So these are called the grass marker. I've been finding them also on Temu. So that's the name of this specific one. But I also have the same marker with a different name as well. Or no name at all, actually. At least not something I can read. But the paint inside is the exact same. It just has a different name. Which is fine by me because they work really well. But they only have 120 different ones from this one. So that's the only downside. But they do work really well, like you can tell. But they're not as cheap as, for instance, the Guangna and so on. They're a bit more expensive in my opinion. Finally, we're doing the flowers. Oh yes! But even this is less detailed as I expected. Even now. Let's see. That one is a different one. Different. No more T. Okay. So let's do this one still. Let's do the W, which is 785 from Guangna. So that is this one, a dark orange. That's the W. Yeah, I can't wait to pick a new page and flip through the books and look which one takes my fancy. I don't know if I want to do another one in this one or if I want to do one in the Princess Tome. I don't know if I want to do straight away another double like this one, or if I'd rather do a single one. I don't know yet. Tome 1, I don't necessarily want to do much more in each month. So I already do 4 of them each month, which is quite a lot. So I don't mind it if that lingers on till the end of the year. But my other books don't get any love without me choosing one, you know? Because they're not on my plans. So that would be a good choice to do. Let's do this flower. So we are going to do the... What symbol is it? It's this one. This symbol. So it's 613. It's dark purple. Let me close my windows because it's getting dark outside. There we go. The curtains are closed now. I got a nice remote control for it, so I can do it myself. 613. Yes, that's that one. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I think it's not detailed, too detailed that I can't do this without these markers. I don't think I need the gel pens. I think the rest are all different again. So they're all different colors, it seems like, which is nice. Okay, the next tone is the a brown, a reddish brown. This one, the BR756 to be precise, which is this one. So from the Chinese set. So that is the, let's see, is it this one? BR756. Yes, it is. I was expecting a lighter purple, but no, it's a reddish brown. So yeah, I've been a bit in the research mode for like supplies and coloring books, looking at coloring books mainly online, like with videos, flip throughs, that kind of stuff. Like for Disney Color by Number, nothing else mainly. Didn't buy any, but I like looking at the flip throughs. Or finished pages from people in these Disney books. I like watching them as well, just to keep myself occupied, you know. So yeah, I've watched a lot of those videos lately. So no. Okay. Next one. It is, oh no, there is actually more. This whole section is that color. Keeps happening all the time that I forget a section. Even though it's like right in your face. Like it's not like hidden or anything. But yeah, it's difficult sometimes. Hope. Alright, the next one is also a brown, an even darker one. This one, 779 by the Guangna. Let's see, 779. It's this one. Brown tone from the Guangna. That's his face, apparently. I'm curious what color that is. I think that's a light brown. Yeah, that's a brown tone. I think so. Yes, it's the Essential 20. The line work for that one. So we will do that once that's dry. But I see a little smidge over here with a different tone, which is the purple tone actually, the 743. So let's do that one, which is this one, Guangna. So that's for that little tiny smidge in the corner over here. This bit. Let's see, is there any more with this one? 743, that's this flower. But I don't want to do that one just yet because I want to go in order, because otherwise my hand will be in it. So let's do this one next. So we're going to do the Thunderbolt symbol, which is this one, which is the first one, I guess. It is, yes. R151. Let's see, R151. That one. So let's go to the purple section. R151. That's the one. I do feel like sometimes when you color in a book, you might think with the first few pages that it might be too difficult for you or something. When you first start out, it might be tricky because you have never done something similar, but it actually turns out it's not that bad after all, you know? And that's what I feel like with these kind of books. Sometimes you think it's hard when you look at the picture in the back, and then when you start it, it's actually not the worst. And so far it seems it's just a couple that are more tricky. Like this one is detailed, but not like undoable. It for this one. Alright, let's see what the neighbor color is, which is the that sign. Let's see this one. 739 by Guangna. It's like a purplish tone. I've been blacking out the sides of my other book with a black paint pen. I really like the look of black around the colored picture, but that you can still see the color swatches at the bottom. So don't cover those up, but color around it with black basically. So you just see the picture and the palette. So that's what I've been busy with in my other book, mostly. I've also done 2 pages yesterday. That is a pink tone, that last one, for the face. It's a lighter pink. Let's see, it is... Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, this one, the R705. Alright, so it's on the same Chinese one. R705 is this one. So yeah, it's a pinky purple. So that is number 4. So it should be this one, R705. Yes. Beautiful. That's her face. Beautiful light tone. And then I will go back into the brown purple flower to do his face or her face. I knew I wanted to do these at the last minute because I like them. But I like Alice even more. So let's do that symbol over there, which is this symbol, Essential 20. So that's the one we're going to grab. Tooly art. I'm going to do the lines. Only the part where the face is, because everything else I'm going to do with black. So we just want these 3 colors with this tone, because otherwise you won't be able to see it at all. So that's what the pattern says, but it also wants the other lines with this tone, and I don't like that. I want black outlines, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to do this one next. So we're going to start with that dark tone, that brown red 759 that we used before, which is this one, I think. Brown red 756, that one. It's the first tone that we're going to use. I think I'm going to watch a movie tonight. Not sure which one yet, but I feel like watching a movie. And if I can't find anything, I'll just do YouTube, whatever. Or I'll watch a TV show instead. That's also an option. Anything else with this one? Nope. Not that I can tell. So the next tone is a stripe with 2 rounds to the side. So it's this one, the brown one again. Again, 779 for the shading. So it's this one for the shading by Guangna. Yes, I'm going half over the lines, but as long as I know where the lines are supposed to be, it's okay. Because I can just fix it with the black marker. I have to be a bit careful, but sometimes my hand just doesn't want to move in the right direction. And I go over the lines, which is fine, you know. It's not a problem. Let's see. W is a orangey tone for the face. That's a Guangna again. 785 by Guangna. And also orange. All of this is a dark tone. And then the inside of the face, actually the light tone for this one. Interesting combination. Then we go to the lighter tone, which is the T, which is probably the, yeah, it's a Chinese one. The 906 thing. 906. Why 906? Shake it. Shaky, shaky, shake. All the cat hairs on my book. But these bits next to the nose and the mouth, you really have to pay attention that you don't mess it up. There we go. So let's fix this part, because that's quite a bit of white spots. So that is a 785 for touch-ups. And I also see, but that is supposed to be black, so that's fine that there's some white over there. So that's another flower done. 2 more to go. Look at them being pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. I don't mind them. All right, let's do this one. This is the next victim. So it has a pink purple. That one. 734. I like it already. Let's go. This one by Guangna. Yeah, this is the exciting part for me. This and Alice. Everything else is just filler for me. I do enjoy them, but a lot less than all the flowers. Like every time I can do a flower, I'm happy. And usually what I like the most, I like to leave to last, so I'm motivated to finish it. So the more, like the further I get, the more I want to finish it, basically. I've played some of my game today on my own. Well, my sister was out, and it was really nice, actually. Didn't play for that long, but it was nice what I did. Is that purple again? Why isn't it just all pinks? No, it's a purple again. 743. I was hoping for an all pink flower like that one. But no, we can't have 2 of them. Guangna, 743. That's the choice they made. So the rest of it will be purple of this flower. Well, 1 pink flower was enough, I guess. Focus space is on. Let's see. The last symbol is the lighter purple, so that's 699. So it's a lighter purple tone by Guangna, this one. I really hope the doorbell won't ring while I'm doing this, because if it does, I might have a mess on my page. Tension in my body. It's noticeable. Yeah, that's a me problem. I know. But when I know there's a package coming, I'm like sitting on it basically. Yes. Gorgeous. I love it. All right, the last one. Number 5 is a blue 650. So that's Guangna 650. For the last flower, it's gonna be a blue one. It's a very colorful page. This one. Number 5. There we go. And then number 4 is the next one, which is the one next to it, I think. Or is it darker? It's darker. So the other way. So it's 659 or 659 like this. Also by Guangna for number 4. So it's a darker tone than the one we just did. There we go. There's some number 4 around the eyes. Oh my gosh. What I don't understand is why do they fill in that one but not the other one? Like, why didn't you fill in these ones, those eyelashes? They are smaller than the ones you filled in. I'm really stubborn today. And the last color is the Q, which is, what kind of color is it? Yellow maybe? Yes, it's a yellow, so I need to wait till it dry. But the Q is a yellow, the Y129, so let's already look for it while that dries. Y129, 128, 128, Y128. That's the second one for this one. So let's flip it. Flip it. Y128. Yes, that's the one. So that's the last color for the flower. And then we're going to do Alice. I think we need the same tone on her hair. So if this is mixing, you get an ugly green. So I do not want to touch the wet bits. And there we go. I hope I don't have to go over it one more time. But usually it needs 2 layers on the marks. So I'm just trying to dab on it. So that's everything for that part. And now I think I'm going to do the outline first. Then I'm leaving it to dry. And then we're going to do Alice because I need to touch this once we are going to Alice. So let's do some lines. So I've got my black pen right here, the Fleißy one. So we're going to use that. Alright, let's start on the left one. Leaving all the fun bits till last. I showed it to Coloring Bumblebee, my whip. And she's like, oh, it looks really funny that you only did half of her face. I was like, yeah, it does. It actually looks pretty funny. Looks a bit off. I agree. But at the same time, I'm saving the best till the last, you know? Look at that. Those eyes are mesmerizing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So much worth the trouble. Finishing it up. Like, I also want to do the mouth because it seems a bit light now in comparison with the rest of it. It sucks. Is there something underneath? Oh, I see what it is. Like my carton is not all the way till the bottom of the coloring page. Like, see, it's like something about this. So that's why my pen moved. So let's clip it on like this. Well, I'm not gonna clip it on. I'm actually gonna leave it. But that's the reason why my pen moved down, because of the carton. It's just the leaves. Luckily, it's not the face, you know? Yes, this requires a lot of concentration. I think it's the same for everyone, this step. This takes effort and time. Same with everything, actually, on pages like these. You just need to take your time. Don't rush it. Don't try to just make haste at the end because you will mess it up. That will be a waste of all your hard work up till that point. I'm really curious to see Maria Stroa's new book when it comes out later in the year. And I know that the Nakachiwaka or something, the bear book from the Tukumeku series, basically. That artist has a new book coming out on the 18th of March. I'm curious to see a flip, but I already decided I probably don't want it because it looks like a small victory style book. So I was disappointed with the example picture. So if that is how the whole book is, I definitely don't want it. It's not my cup of tea. Same with the mouse one. So yeah, if it's like that, I just don't want it. But they're coming out with a lot of books this year. A lot of new releases this year already. And even more coming. Then it sucks. Like if I only want one Korean book, I'll have to wait till somebody here in the Netherlands will have it. But if I want more Korean books, I can order them myself. Like those are the most expensive books to get, in my opinion, even more expensive than the Japanese ones. You usually can only get them to Aladdin, and then you have to pay taxes when they arrive and so on and so forth. Like the ones with Amazon Japan or Pumadur, you don't pay any more on top of it. Like you have your cost of your book plus the shipping, and that's it. There's no additional cost unless you go over a certain threshold with the amount you order. So yeah, for Korea, you do actually pay taxes no matter how much you order or how little you order. You always have to pay the tax. That's the thing with ordering Japanese and Korean books. You want to wait till you have enough to make it worthwhile, because the shipping, like the base shipping, is already 25 euros, roughly, give or take. So that's a lot of money already. And then on top of that, you've got your books. So if you include that in the price of the books, you end up about somewhere between 16 to 20 euros a book, depending on how many you order. Come on, hand, you got this. You got this. That's also one of the reasons why I don't want to do all the line work in one go. Because at some point my hand will cramp up and I just can't do any more lines. And since you're already going, like, you leave the lines till last, at least I do. Like, I know Jess does them first, but she colors with water-based markers, so it makes sense that she does them first, so it's easier to fill in the bits that are left over with the water-based markers. But with acrylic paint pen, it's actually easier to do it last. That's the difference between acrylic paint and not acrylic paint. Look at them. Yes, this one is my favorite. Definitely my favorite. That one is my least favorite because I just don't like it. And I think after that, these two are my least favorite. Yeah, I like the ones with the open eyes a lot more. The blue one is also really pretty. All right, let's go and do some Alice. Shall we start with her face? Yes, we're just going to start with her face. Let's do it. All right, let's do the Q, which is the yellow tone, I think. Y128, so that's the second one. Yes, let's start with her hair of Alice and work our way down. So yeah, let's continue our Alice. Oh yeah. Like, I'm also going to color part of this line so that I can connect them with the line that is here. Yeah, we will need 2 layers of this stuff again. And I think that's it for the yellow. Let's leave that to the side. And now we're going to do the R, which is the darker tone, which is Y416. So that is the 5th one in the line. Y416. That is the next tone for her hair. Yeah, we know from last time that this bit is not as difficult as the rest of the picture. This is actually one of the more simple parts of it. So I don't expect this to take too long to finish up our little Alice. But who knows, I might be mistaken. It like the time always goes faster when you do stuff like this. It always does for some reason. All right, let's leave that over there as well. Let's do the skin tone. So that is a triangle thing. Let's see, it's this one, Y145. Y145, it's this one. So that is the second to last, Y145, which is this one, from the grasp marker. That is the shading tone, it seems like. That's another tone. There's nothing here. There's some underneath her chin. Oh, also here next to her ear. I think that's it for that part. Let's move her up a little so we can see her arms, because there are some of this tone as well. Like with skin tone, I usually color a bit over the line so that the lines are already fading a bit for the lighter tone to be touching this tone basically, so that you don't have to cover the line with the lighter tone, because this one covers it up way easier than the lighter tone. Let's go back up and let's try another layer on her skin, just a tiny smidge touch ups to cover the symbol. I'm doing the same on her arms, so I'm out of view, I know that, but just covering up the symbols again. All right, that is that one. So put that one back. Then the other tone for her skin is actually that one, the F703, which is this light tone over here. F703 from the gloss marker for the rest of her skin. And there we go. Trying to be careful not to cover up her features. I'm gonna do some stitching on my Beauty and the Beast today, I think this is the last day of the month that I will spend on my Beauty and the Beast, unless I want to do more, because my goal is always to do 7,000 stitches each month on her, and if that's done I can do whatever I want to, and I'm almost there. So today will be the last day until I reach that number, and then tomorrow I can do my little draggling piece for the draw with Spangler stitching. I'm at 65% right now on my Beauty and the Beast. And I think I will finish it somewhere in October. So I will be really happy once I achieve that goal. At least now I can look at the beautiful face of Belle when I'm stitching for this lane. But once this lane is done, I have to scroll up my fabric. And then I've got nothing to see anymore. At least not her face. Okay, let's go back up because it needs another layer. Because this is a really light tone. I think that's good for now. Let's do that little bit of a nose with the other tone. So I'll have to go back to that one, which is this one, the Y145, I believe. Yes, that's for her skin next to her nose. Let's also do a touch up on this layer, because I can still see some symbols. There we go. Okay, I think that should do it. All right, and I'm back. That scared the shit out of me, that doorbell, even though I knew it was coming. That was my Vortex mixer. It is here, people. Look, that's literally what it's called. Vortex mixer. You see? From Unilab. That's the name of the brand. Onilab. Not Unilab, Onilab. Dear customer, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure I will be happy with my package. Thank you very much. And then I get my mixer. Yeah, come here. It's like a foam, like a thick foam. You see how thick? I'm gonna show you it because I want to. Like, it has this bottle of mixing balls basically. So if you need some for your paint pens, there are a lot of them. Not sure if you want to use them, but there's stainless steel mixing balls usually. And then you get the mixer itself, which looks like this. Let me grab it for you. Where's the entrance, people? Let me in. It's usually a lot heavier than this, so this is pretty lightweight one. But it has these nabs, like sucks to the table. So make sure it's stable. And then it looks like this. And then basically what you do is you grab your pen and you push down in this. And when you push down, when it's charged, it will do like bzzz, and it will mix this shit out of your pen. But yeah, it does have an adapter. So basically exactly what I expected it would be. So yeah, that is for tomorrow. But I just wanted to show you it so you've seen it. Next time we will probably use it. Not today. Not today. Let's do another layer of her skin because that's already dry again. So let's do the 145, which is, no, F703 it is. Which is this one. The F703 from the grass marker. Just one more layer on her skin because I don't like how see-through it is still. So now I can go to my bedroom whenever I want to, which is after I finish Alice. I can't resist finishing her up now, can't I? Like, look how far we've come today. Like, now I want to finish her too. Like, I hope it won't take too long, but let's see. We're just gonna keep going, and when I'm too tired, I'll stop. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful skin. There we go. Alright, I think that's enough. Enough paint for the skin tone. Then we can do her eyebrows, which are the U. So let's see. A U is 631. Orange. Okay. We get orange things. 631. That is this one by Guangna. Alright. I'll take it. Orange for her eyebrows. Gorgeous. That's that one done. Let's do her hair tone one more time with the grass marker Y128 for the lightest tone. So I can still see the lines pretty clearly on this part. Like, you can still see through it at the left as well, but as long as you don't see it straight away, I'm happy. Alright, that's the lightest tone. And then I will do the same with the dark tone. Also do another layer, which is the Y416. There we are. All done with the yellow tone. So let's put those back in their storage thing. Alright, her eyes need number 8. Number 8 is the lightest blue, 821 from Guangna. This one. For her white of her eye, basically. Only on her left eye, apparently. Okay, that's fine. That is fine by me. We need number 4, which is 659 from Guangna. This one. 659. That's number 4 for her eye. That's number 6 already. So let's do number 6. It's 601 from Guangna. There we go. Beautiful. What is the sign on her nose? I have no idea. It looks like a Y or something. It looks like... Let me have a closer look. It looks like this one. It looks like this one, but I don't like that one. So let's just pick something. Let's just pick a tone. Let's just do this one. The 780. I don't know which one it's supposed to be, but maybe it's the same one as underneath her eye. So yeah, then it is actually that one, the R787. So let's do that one then. It's that one, the one on the end. R787. So this one. Let's just keep it real, like how it's supposed to be, Pauline. Don't make stuff up. Like, if I can't read it, I usually make it up. But I don't want to do that for Alice. She needs to be pretty, okay? All of these lines are that color. Oh no, I don't want her nose line to be that color either. Maybe I want it black after all. Like, never mind. Alright, let's put this away. We can always go over it with black. But for now, it's that tone. Like, everything else should be a color or black. So yeah, on the original, the hair is an orange outline, but I don't want that. Her lips are CE, so that's the red tone. So I'm going to use the Languel gel pen, the red yellow number 6, which is this one by Languel. So let's warm it up on my separate piece of paper. So yeah, this is what I've got the Languel gel pens for the small bits. Oh my goodness, that looks glorious, don't you think? I love it. I love it. Okay, next one is number 4, which is the 659 by Guangna. Oh, ho, ho. Come here. Rolling. 659 by Guangna. And some underneath her collar as well. There we go. And then lower on her dress there's also some, but let's just go bit by bit, because otherwise I might put my hand in it and I don't want that. So number 5 is, oh, I took the 601 for that one, so let's do that as well then, because officially I picked a different one. So for number 5 I'm going to use 601. Officially it should be a tad darker, but I like the lighter tone. Gorgeous blue tone on her dress. She's so beautiful. And that's it, I think. Everything else is 7 and 9. Okay, the next tone is number 9, which is the purpley tone, which is 825 by Guangna. Let's do this. It's a large area. This might need another layer, but we'll have to see. See some number. There's a lot more number 9. Let's first do number 7 so we can finish off this bit. Number 7 is 689. So let's see, 689. This one, 689 by Guangna for number 7. I can smell the finish line. Almost there. There we go. And then we go down to her dress. Can we put it all in frame? Alright, that's it. And then everything else is number 9 again. So we're gonna go back to the 825 from Guangna. Shaky shake. It's a lot of number 9. This might need another coat when we're done filling all of this up, because look how big that area is. There we go. Let's go back up to our top and do this part again. One more layer. Because it does dry up a lot better than I thought it would. I will leave this to dry the whole night, because when you do multiple layers, the page can become a bit sticky after you finish it. You're like, wow, yes. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera a bit down so we can see the rest of the page. Something like this, so I don't have to move my book. Alright, I have number 4 again. So let's see which one that is. Number 4 is 659. So that's this lovely tone. We're gonna make it today. No idea what time it is. It's probably after the time that I should go to my bed to stitch, but I don't care. I want to finish this now. Sometimes that happens, that you see the finish line and you just can't stop yourself. Well, this is one of those moments. I can see the finish line. It's funny when that happens. I like it when you've got that. With normal pages I have that as well, like only this much to go, I got this, and then I want to finish it. And it takes me another hour, you know, like you thought you were almost there, but instead it took you a whole hour. You must love those moments. Like Alice is still a big chunk, you know, like it wasn't the small part. I knew that. Okay, number 5 is the 601. So that's this one. Like Guangna. Beautiful blue tone. Beautiful blue dress. I think I'm gonna reward myself with a cookie when we're done. If I have any. I think I do. Like I have to do grocery shopping tomorrow, so I might be out of cookies, but I don't remember. I think I've got some left, if I'm honest. I think I have some left. So that's good. Let's do number 7, which is the 689 by Guangna. Is this lovely tone. But it's covering up way better than you would expect from such a light tone. It's like an in-between tone, basically. Not really light, but also not really dark. There we are. And now, oh, there's one more white spot over there. Number 9, which is the pinky purpley tone, which is the 825. And then we covered all the colored bits, and then we can do the line work on Alice. Making sure I don't mess that up. Because that would be a shame. Can you imagine doing all that work and then messing up the line work on her face and you have to fix it all? There we are. Number 9. That needs another layer because this is like nice and smooth, but this is not yet. So that needs another layer. So let's leave this. And we're gonna do some black outlining. So let's put this to the side. Give myself some space. I need space. Okay, let's go back up. Let's move the camera. Shall we do her face last? Yes, let's do her face last. Let's start here. Let's start with her neck and her shirt and so on. Okay, let's do it. Let's grab the fleecy black paint marker. Yeah, I do want to do her hair. I already changed my mind. For some reason, I always feel nervous when doing the face of the character. Like all the other parts, I am not scared at all to even try. With the face, all of a sudden you're like wobbly and shaky and all that nonsense. And I just told you I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do her face, I said. And what am I doing? Her face. I'm not sure if I want to outline her mouth. So let's leave it for now. Let's first do everything else. And then we'll come have a look afterwards. I still want some more lines. Focus mode is on. Don't forget to breathe. I do want some lines on her mouth. Ooh la la. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. This is like the important bit, you know. You don't want to mess this up. If you mess this up, you mess up the picture. That's why I usually just take my time with doing the outlining. And if I gotta fix things because I messed it up, then so be it. It does happen that I do mess it up, but if I take my time, 9 out of 10 times, I'm doing fine and I don't have to do touch-ups. I was talking to my friend yesterday and we were talking about the introduction song to The Lion King, like the one that they keep up Simba, basically. Rafiki is holding him up to show him to the animal kingdom. But basically, I thought the translation was like, look, it's a lion. Oh my god. I thought that was the translation because somebody had said that online. And I was like, you can't be kidding me. If that's what it says, exactly that is stupid. That's just stupid. Like, why is it not more refined, you know? And then there was this lawsuit because the composer of the song, Libo M, actually sued the Zimbabwean comedian who said that because he said, look, there's a lion, oh my god, which is like really downgrading. But apparently it's actually means all hail the king, we all bow in the presence of the king. So yeah, this really got out of hand. So yeah, the lawsuit and everything, like wow, it's crazy. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope Disney would just take it as like a good like commercial or something, but no, lawsuit instead. Like that is the thing with different languages. Sometimes you just don't know if it's the right translation because it's not your language. Okay, let's do some touch up because I see some smudging over here in the light blue. So let's take the 689, I mean, to touch up her legging. So this part, let's do a touch up. Let's see, are there any more touch up needed? Let's have a look. I don't see, like the light purpley tone doesn't look that bad, so I don't want to go over it again. I think it's actually brilliant. Let me zoom you out so we have a look together. That button, is that the right button? I think so. Okay, it is done. You can't even see it all in frame. Hold up, I'm gonna zoom you out I'm gonna move my camera and then we'll have a look together. There we are, and now we can see almost the entire picture. Like there's a little bit more, and there it is. So this is roughly the whole image. It's difficult to catch it in frame, but look how gorgeous. Holy shit, I love it. I'm in love with this. Like, and what I'm gonna do now, tomorrow, not right now, but tomorrow, is I'm gonna paint this entire like border with black, but it's tiny borders, you can see. In the older books, the borders were much smaller. And then I will also cover up the portions that are white around the swatches because I want to keep the swatches, just like I did in my other book. I'm just gonna paint it all black. And then I will put the date on the side of the page, just like I did with the first page in the book. I'll show you that one, like this. So I cover it up like that, and then I write down the date on the sides. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do for this one off screen next time around. And I won't show you that. So this will be the end of this color along. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you think, what you think of this format, because I decided to do some real-time footage and also a lot of sped up footage. When I'm just outlining or filling in, I'm speeding up to see if that helps, because it's going to be a long one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know how you feel about it, and if you would want more like these, maybe also for another double or single, let me know. I'm curious to know how you feel about this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.